Hello, welcome to Krachwerke. Gonna use this board to illustrate a little bit of stereo for everyone. So this is the new board. See, before I demoed this board kind of quickly. But I think for this kind of stereo demonstration, I think it's worthwhile to quickly go over the signal chain because I think it's quite important. So the guitar goes into this guy here, which is a boost drive, one of my own. If you like the sound of this thing, please go to krachwerke.company.site. Links are going to be down below. And this is now a more fully fledged pedal. It's called the Dirty Mid Boost. This is the first one in the pedal. This is kind of like an always on because I hardly ever have any kind of cleans. It goes into the Black Star, which is a high voltage valve distortion. It goes into the Dumbal drive. The Dumbal drive is the Donner one. It goes into the the high distortion from Horse into the booster. The booster goes into the Herrscherin version 3. The fuzz version 3 then comes all the way back. And it goes to... Oh no, it goes from the high gain distortion to the fuzz to the boost. The boost is the last in the drive chain. After this, everything is modulation and delay. So the booster... goes into the zoom, which I only use for kind of modulation. In this case we have a chorus, and I'll explain why. The chorus then goes into the Island Looper from Donner. The Island Looper delay pedal goes into the looper pedal. This is the Donner Circle Looper, which is stereo, and this is the VintaVerb a reverb pedal. My god, Jesus. Anyway, so the reason it's set up like this is so you have like one line coming in, and everything from the zoom is stereo. So from here it goes out, it's actually stereo out, and as you can see there's two plugs here for both left and right. Goes out from left and right into left and right, out left and right into left and right. Because these are all stereo, including the zoom. And the reason I've set it up this way is because I wanted as much separation as possible between the two sides. So I didn't want to just like, oh look, there's a ping pong left and right, but that from a tone point of view there's more separation. If you have a stereo setup and you're running through exactly the same amps, and you don't try and separate the two channels as much as you can, you might have phasing effects and stuff like that when you're working live. So there is obviously the mimic pedal from, I think it's TC Electronics or something, that does like a separation much better, so it really feels like two entirely separate tracks played by two guitars. I'm still looking for one. I'm actually really wanting one, but anyway, to try and get as much separation between the left and right as possible, one of the best ways to do it is to have a slight delay between the two. Maybe have a phase inversion on the one and a slight kind of shift. That's the kind of thing that the mimic does, and because we don't have it, what we're doing is from the zoom we are introducing a chorus, because a chorus does that. It slightly changes the phase ever so slightly. And that's why you get that weird wobbly effect. And so this is the first one that starts separating out the signal from a more distinctive left-right point of view, from an audible point of view. This then goes into the delay, and on this delay I'm using the ping pong and the tape as a demonstration. And then obviously the VintaVerb, the reverb pedal, is also a stereo pedal, so the reverb is more spacious. What else is there to say? So a lot of people who do stereo, like stereo amps and stuff like that, they usually are the same amp with the same speakers. And again, then you, in my opinion, you have this possibility of, except for the kind of delay that goes left and right, everything else is down the middle. And you do have the possibility of having certain phase issues. So the kind of stereo isn't really stereo, it's really just certain effects go left and right. I don't really see the point 100% of that. So what I'm trying to do is separate these two left and right as much as possible. So these two now run straight into the DAW in a left and a right channel. So they go into separate channels, and I'm panning one hard left and one hard right. I have applied Amplitude 5 amps to it, and the reason I've did that is because in this case I could use similar amps but not the same amps, one for left and right. In this case it's the Fender amps that I've used, and each one of them has got separate speakers, so entirely different speaker cabs assigned to it. So from a tonal point of view, from the amp point of view, everything is we attempting to separate these two as much as possible. Every speaker has its own slight different kind of harmonics that are created within the signal. Every speaker has its own kind of harmonies, and so the more differences that you can put between the left and right while having roughly the same tone or EQ curve is, from an audible point of view, quite useful to like further separate out these the two channels. You'll never get rid of any possibility of having phase issues, I'm sure, unless you use something like a mimic pedal, and even there are opportunities to have phase problems. But a speaker has a certain timbre, the speaker cab, everything. So if you can have two different speakers that are kind of sound the same but are enough different, you might actually help this separation that you're after. So nothing to do but get some tones going. So what you're going to hear now is clean. So this is the boost pedal, so this is the clean. Straight down the middle, no effects to try and push any sort of left or right. This is the boost on. It's a great pedal for, sorry, a bit of a plug here, but the Dirty Mid Boost is a great pedal for that kind of break-up amp sound. And it's fairly organic, and obviously because it's got that low-end cut, you can use it to boost a high-gain pedal or a lead or a high-gain channel on the amp very effectively. Much more so, in my humble opinion, than a tube screamer. So the best indication of if you just listen to this on earphones or a good speaker system where you can have a proper left and right field, you'll hear the difference immediately when we go. That was just the chorus. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put the reverb on as well, which is also, both of these are just light, they're not heavily engaged, so the mix of the effect into the signal is just kind of low. Now for even more separation, we can put on the delay. At the moment it is set, let's put the level quite a bit lower, and it's on the ping pong. So So let's start again, so you can really clearly hear the differences. So this is clean. This is the Dumbal drive from a Donner, which I think sounds amazing. It's so warm. Now obviously it's being boosted by the DMB. Let's take the boost off. Straight down the middle. Let's put the chorus on. Reverb. And obviously the delay. So, but what's interesting on the pedalboard that I currently use for jams and stuff like that, which is over there, the last one in the last pedal in the chain is a DoD stereo chorus. I kind of use it to split the signal so that I can have 2 amps running. But I do engage the chorus, but that pedal is quite unique and quite lovely in the fact that you can set the chorus so low that you can hardly hear the actual chorus effect, but you get that separation, which I've not managed to do with the stereo chorus here on the Zoom. Although it does work, but you do have the distinct chorus effect. The way you do it, you just put the depth a bit down of the chorus effect. You just put make the effect, the modulation effect, a lot slighter, and the mix into the signal as low, until it comes to a point where you don't hear it so much, but it does separate the 2 channels, the left and the right. This table is so wobbly, I apologize. So, if you like this video, if you found it useful, you know what to do. I shouldn't repeat it. But even more so, if you really did find it useful and you want to set up a board like this, currently these Donner pedals are being posted everywhere. They are, everybody's got them and posting videos about them. And I have to say, I really like them. I like the aesthetic of them. I like the fact that they are, all stereo. They sound absolutely amazing. There are demos of them on my channel and on many other channels. And if you really would like to support this channel, then follow the link down in the description, because I have an affiliate program going with these, and obviously I'll get some kickback. And there are some, at the moment, I think they are still at a reduced price. I don't know how much they might be going up in the future. But so obviously I received these from Donner to make demos. I have been completely honest about them, and getting these off my affiliate link would be massively helpful to me. So until next time, thank you very much.